Elden Ring has been updated to version 1.04.1 and performance has been improved on all platforms. I'm going to be running around in an area where performance dipped in the past due to all of the particle effects and creatures in this area. The game trying to load everything at the same time. I'm going to have these bats attack me too, to just stress test everything. See how the game handles all of this at the same time. I would get like the game would kind of slow down in this area when all of these plants were doing their attacks. Their animations would get kind of like that right there. It gets a little framey, but the game feels smooth. It just, like, these bats right now look a little framey. Like the frame rate is like of the animations is dipping, but it doesn't feel like the performance itself is bad. Like I'm not being slowed down. The game isn't slowing down. Just the animations look less smooth than they probably, or they look less smooth than they are when you're closer. It's what's happening to the bat. But if I'm directly next to it when it's doing whatever it's doing, it's going to be smooth. Like my inputs aren't being dropped. This is an area I was in before. I'm going to turn blood on. I've been playing with blood off because it just helps performance remain stable. This looks different to me. It looks like really detailed. Like the animations look faster and sharper. Like there's still spots where as I get away it looks like the frame rate drops of the animation. But up close it looks faster. It still looks choppy, I suppose. But the way things are moving looks better. It looks faster to me than what I'm used to seeing. I'm going to try and do the same thing, and this time I'm going to turn blood off. It looks smooth. Even the things up close when blood was on looked kind of choppy. These all look smooth. It looks faster. Things do look faster. They look smoother, they look sharper. And compared to when blood was on, the animations themselves retain a smoothness to them. I'm gonna keep blood off. I need to test summoning these things, because on my platform I have an HDD hard drive, which means my console sort of loads things slower than usual. I need to summon this thing, because the game loading this thing summoning and then the particles that it creates has created performance dips in the past. I'm in this place to fight this thing because before, when I fought this thing on a different character, when I summoned the jellyfish, the game kind of like struggled to deal with the fact that the jellyfish was in the game. I'm going to try and replicate everything I did. I walked over this way. Well, never mind. It seems smooth. This feels smoother than before. Oh no, forgot all about that. What does this do? Squashed. This feels very smooth. I feel like nothing changed the entire time. I didn't use spells in the other one. I generated a lot of effects while I was fighting it this time, and it was smooth and stable. I don't know. There's been a few areas where it's felt erratic, but there's also many scenarios where it feels a lot smoother. I think what might be creating the erratic frame rate in some areas is my console trying to process like those structures out there. When I take them off screen, it has to deload them and then reload them. I think that's what's happening. And then if it's doing that while there's a random weather effect in the area, then it's just like too much for the system to do smoothly. So there's going to be hiccups. Like all of this right now feels very, very weird. Is it because of the rain? This feels different. This does not feel as smooth as before for some reason. Just standing in an area with rain seems a little weird. Oh, well now it's not raining. So it isn't raining now. Does it feel weird still? No, it looks similar to what I'm akin to. This feels now this feels normal to me. Before it felt like my frame rate was dropping like while I was doing it. It's actually, wait, it's still happening. When it loaded the UI. Is it just this area? What is going on here? I don't remember it feeling as erratic as it currently is.